Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And this would be his second NFL start. Last week was about what you'd expect to see from a rookie quarterback. Had some good moments, but not enough to lead his guys to victory. Now we'll have to see how he handles adversity because on the college level, he didn't lose a whole lot of games.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 25, here's second down and 8. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it out near the 35, right at the 34 here. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. The Titans had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hooker. And his throw here's incomplete. Now we get a peek here at the 2023 draft class for the Titans. Only 6 picks, and Charles, every one of them on the offensive side of the ball.
And, of course, all eyes go to the second name on that side of the ball, Will Levis, the quarterback out of Kentucky. He could be their potential franchise quarterback. But the ones that bookended him, Peter Skoronski, offensive lineman in the first, Tyjae Spears, running back in the third. The Titans are trying to change what they do on offense, and they went all in and trying to get that done with this class.
Now they run the option on second down. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snapped down. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it again with Henry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Off the play fake. Hooker forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team in defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw on 2nd down. Hooker, throw here. And it's a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 8 catches, 121 yards.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. You talk about this Titan defense. It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To the air again, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll find Everett there, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense set to go again. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Inside handoff, Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Herbert. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Hooker wants to change the look. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Henry up the middle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll go with a keeper. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hooker. He completes it to Julio Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Running from the gun with Henry. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, Henry down to the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go, here we go. Seven Pirates. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. Hooker. Out route. He finds his man. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. First and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Hendon Hooker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. L.A. set to take over again. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he's up to the 40-yard line. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing. More downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hooker. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 up. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. You might have a smaller back. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
From the 50, here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. Touchdown, LA! Josh Palmer, 43 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And how about the work on the ground to start the drive? 2 big-time runs. This one 19 yards and another first. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 5. Inside give to Elliott. And some room to work. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Hooker. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Again to Henry. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped. And they got it done on that play.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Finding room at midfield. Still on his feet. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach. because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hooker trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover them.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch in. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 37. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
here?
Got it. Ready?
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hooker. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 26. Looking to throw. Hooker. Looking Hyatt's way once again. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try and sneak it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Hendon Hooker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now?
Down the numbers. There he goes. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Herbert on first down now. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
On first down, it's Herbert. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out come the Titans now. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Hey, check that. Street.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on third down. Hooker. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Eckler now between the tackles and to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Let's go.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, optic.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
First down, Los Angeles.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. Sacrilegious, I feel my raptors, you have offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great has ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What do you think? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm leading to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me with the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you.